Hey guys, Dark 8A here from OCDA, and the video you're about to watch, well, this was recorded about a week ago, and if some of the things that you see are irrelevant or you hear are irrelevant due to the time that it is, sorry about that. Just got around to, you know, editing it, and as you're gonna see in the podcast, it is a bit reasonable for me to do this since time and all that, but you'll see that. If you do like it and all, hit the like button, subscribe, share it with some people. Other than that, see you at the end of the video. Bye. Hey guys, Dark 8 here from OCDA with
Color.
and today we're going to be talking about our senior year. Not so much our senior year, but the fact that time goes by really fast, just like I talked about in a previous Life Thought video. You can go check that out in the on the top right of your screen or the description down below. Whichever you choose, doesn't really matter. But anyways, let's get to it. Color, let's get your input on your senior year so far.
So, in terms of time, now, a lot of people have different views, but my view is that time goes really fast. If you look at the bigger picture, for me, it's going too fast. But when it comes down to let's say tests or simple stuff like homework, it does go slow.
Because you're just waiting for it to finish and it doesn't, and it's just
Yeah. There's times where I'm either doing a test, a really long test, and I'm like, why can't it just be done with it? And then there's other times where I'm like, wow, 3 years already happened. What happened? What major things did I do?
Yeah, and for example, here at OCDA, we've never been consistent with our content. We were at some point, actually, where it was a life thought and then a podcast and life thought, podcast, etc., where it was just like that for a while. But as of late, it hasn't been like that. Senior year started for us a month ago, and that sort of threw off our schedule, where the last life thought I did was A Caring Life, where I talked about the whole getting out of a suicidal mindset and all that, which if you want to go check that out, on the top right of your screen, description down below. And my schedule just it was thrown on me. I couldn't do much. I couldn't really record. I couldn't make another script. We didn't have time to make a podcast. We've tried for the past 3 weeks to meet up to make a podcast, and this is the first time that we can. It's Labor Day, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's so complicated how our schedules don't match up. It's just weird because it's either I'm working or he's working on something else, or it's school related.
We have a club.
That we have to go every morning.
Don't you just love zero period?
So if you have zero period, I'm sorry for you, because I'm living it right now.
You should feel sorry for us. Aside the point, time has been something that's been it's been out of our grasp. We can't reach it. We don't have enough of it as a senior, where you're working, you're doing homework, you have your classes, and then you still have your clubs. For us, we have a YouTube channel we have to take care of that we're trying to turn into a company, for crying out loud, a long-term thing. We don't even have time for that. It's just so many things where time isn't there anymore. And that's because you're coming to the realization of, hey, life is coming up. Whether you're ready or not, you're going to be thrown into the world, prepared or unprepared, and you're going to have fun surviving. And when I say have fun, it means you're either going to suffer or you're going to be prepared where you don't have to worry about much.
Yeah, and definitely senior year is one of those transitions. It's a transition year where you get that little teaser of what life is gonna be, and how life and time don't come it's gonna be a mess between life and time, and how to manage it and keep it from falling apart.
And one thing that I was actually debating with myself today was the fact that not many people are prepared for life, if you think about it. Yes, I want to go to this college, this is what I want to do after high school and all that, but do you have a plan? Do you know where to start even? Have you started? Because Color right here can tell me, oh, I'm going to go to this college. Okay, where are you going to start? Oh, I'm going to pass all my classes. Okay, how are you going to pass all your classes? By doing all my assignments. Are you really going to do them? Like, don't just say something. Do it. Prove it. Prove it first and then talk about it.
Yeah.
Because that's something you learn as a high schooler. Especially as a senior.
Yeah.
And we're just in the first month.
It's crazy because I'm in this class called Avid, and they teach you all about college readiness and everything like that. And you think, well, everyone knows this stuff. Like, this is basic stuff, right? But the moment you go to a regular class and you ask someone like, yo, have you like applied to this school? It's like, no, I don't know how to do that. Like, I didn't know we have to supposed to do that. I'm like, bro, you're like at least a year behind on that. And that goes to show how they don't take time to look into these things. They just sit around and don't do anything. They say they're gonna do it, but they just sit around and don't do it.
And that's what life is. You have to be prepared for something. Hey, you have a bill coming up? Pay it at least 2 weeks prior. Because if not, it's gonna add up that same week. And you're gonna like learn, I'm backed up on payments. Oh no, I have to pay. Oh, I don't have the money. Oh no, I'm in debt now. Oh no, I owe the government so much money now. Well, rest in pieces. You're either in jail or you're trying to get or you're trying to go with bankruptcy. That way you can get out of it. Oh wait, bankruptcy, that makes you go in more in debt. Rest in pieces. Now every single paycheck you have will be a certain amount being taken out of your check.
If not all of it.
Exactly, it all depends. Actually, they can't do that to you legally.
Oh, but that's still,
I mean, is there okay? I don't know.
I mean, I have to do payments. I know you have to do payments, and it's like you gotta keep check on them all the time. Like
I actually got backed up on my internet payment, and I got really pissed because I was like, no, I was ready for this. I had the money. Nope. Just didn't happen.
And it really sucks because sometimes like you get payments the same. Like let's say you get 2 or 3 payments the same day. That's a lot of money that to give out the same day. It left you with nothing throughout the whole entire other month.
And then you still have to worry about the payment for the next month.
Yeah.
These are things that aren't shown to you in high school. In high school, you're shown basics. You're shown how to read, how to do numbers, and why you exist. How you exist. Because, yeah, believe it or not, all those science classes, they teach you how you're alive, how you're functioning. You may not see it at face value, but as you go down in life, you learn that a lot of those lessons in high school were necessary. However, they're not the ones teaching you how to live life. You have to learn that by yourself. And if only Allie were here, she could tell you all about that. She's been working longer. No, about the same time as Color here. But she has a far more worse case scenario than us in every shape and form. And she's looking forward to leaving her house so that she can start her life. I'm excited to start my life, but the thing is, I don't know where to start. Yes, I say I want to go to this college. I've already applied to a few. But in the end, it's like, am I gonna waste all this time on it? It goes back to the concept of time. You're spent most of your life in school trying to figure out what you want to do in another school. And once you get there, did you just waste all that time to figure out, oh wait, I'm gonna have to pay more money to this school to spend more time to learn something?
Yeah, that's when you look at it that is a huge waste of time. Especially for those that don't find out what they want to do in high school. They go into let's say UTEP, which is a local school here. Let's say going into that school undecided. They're wasting 1 year of their life in college that they have to pay for just to find out what they want to do.
People don't even find out what they want to do until their third year of college.
Exactly. And that's the worst part. They're wasting all this money and all the resources. Let's say they're working for it or their parents are taking care of it.
But Color, let's look at it. Let's stand back on this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really their fault? Is it really our fault that we don't know what we want to do?
Well, it all depends, because if you don't take the time again to like look into yourself and like what's my passion, then it's your fault. Like you're supposed to like at least try to like find that thing that you like. But then again, if you try all these sorts of like clubs and activities and all this things that you know you might like, and you can't find it, then I mean that's not your fault. It's just you can't find it.
And it all comes down to who you are, really. And that might have sounded weird, the who, but you know, it all depends on who you are when it comes down to what you're gonna do. Because if you weren't born to sing, you ain't gonna go out and get a career in singing, man. Like, sorry to say.
Unless you have like some nice ass edits, but that's
on you.
Yeah.
Stick to YouTube.
Yeah.
No, all joking aside, if you're not meant to do something, you will not do it. And no, I'm not talking a religious base here, because here in OCDA we try to be
objective, right?
No.
Unbiased. No.
Yes,
right?
We try to be unbiased on things. Like, I don't include religion on many things. I'm not religious myself. Color here isn't that religious.
I mean, I have two parents that are different. One's Catholic, one's Christian, so like it's...
Same here, bro.
Yeah.
But like, religion doesn't really script my life. I've never seen it that way. For those of you who do believe in it and that's what it is, by all means, you believe in that. But you'll agree with me when it comes down to, if you're not meant to do something, you won't do it. You will eventually find out what you will do, but you will go through many failures to get there. And that's just the reality of life. Many people don't really just go fresh out of high school and like, I'm going to be a doctor. And that's exactly what they do. Only to realize they hate blood.
Yeah. That would suck. No, but yeah, there's not much really to add. We've been talking for a long time right now.
This is not long enough.
Yeah, so not everyone figures out what they want, and that's pretty much what I'm going through right now.
Same.
Yeah, that's pretty much, but like at least 50% of the people go through this all the time, or like at least once their senior year. Where
everyone goes through it. Like,
yeah.
Regardless of who you are, you may have like been born thinking, I'm gonna be a firefighter. I'm gonna put out fires. I'm gonna save people. But then you get to the realization of like, wait, do I really want to do this?
I mean, you could die.
You start looking at all these other factors that you never looked at before, and you're like, is it worth it? And then you might change, or you might stay the same. Doesn't really matter, but you have questioned what your life is going to be like. Like, it doesn't even have to be at a financial standpoint. Like, where do you want to live? Where? Do you want to live in the same city? Do you want to travel the world? Like, yeah, that's financial and all that, but if you do have the funds, what are you going to do with them? Are you just going to waste them on pointless things that you're never going to use? On things you will use? On traveling? On a house? Maybe a car? Maybe a business? Like OCDA here? Because that's what we're trying to do here. Thing is, I've stopped multiple times in this past year. 2 years, actually, it's been since OCDA has been running. Yay!
Damn, that's a yeah. Woo.
No, but seriously, I've questioned color several times. What do we want to do with OCDA?
Man, it's a question that we can't answer. There's no real answer. It's just this might happen. This is what we want to do. This is, but it's all like we can't really say until we actually do it.
And I know I've been talking so much about having a plan, but in our reality, there's no plan in the world that is foolproof. There are so many variables and so many scenarios that could change everything. And hey, that reality, it sucks. Big time. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, really. Like the fact that I was gonna pay off my phone, be debt-free on my phone, and then I broke my phone.
And then he had to get a new phone.
And
then he traded that phone for another phone.
Yeah, because that was my initial plan. My initial plan is to pay off my phone and get a new phone, right? But now I broke my phone. I had to pay a fee, get a new phone. It's all this freaking mess that I had to go to. And that's pretty much life. Like, you're gonna get this obstacle, this rock thrown at you by life, and it's just like you have to like get up and like keep going.
Exactly. You need to find the strength within yourself, not within other people. Like, I know a lot of high school students that they have their group of friends. That group of friends is not existence after high school. It really isn't. It's like if they're water. They disappear. They turn into vapor. And here at OCDA, we're trying not to do that. I'm trying to keep color at a decent, close level of friend. That way, after high school, we can continue this entire OCDA business. Allie as well. Sadly, she couldn't join us today.
Rip.
Honestly, I know she's been wanting to do a podcast for a while now, and whenever we can, like, life is like, nah, maybe next time, which actually happened. Last week, no, 2 weeks ago, we were supposed to stay after school on a Thursday to record a podcast. I was sick and I was dying for like 4 days, and I didn't go to school that Thursday. Next week, I had to finish driver's ed, couldn't go. Actually, Color decided not to do it.
Yeah, I remember why. I had an event or something like that. I don't know, but yeah.
But yeah, life just, it doesn't agree with you. It never does. And when it does, be grateful and accept it for what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's very limited where you can dictate what life is. Hell, you can't dictate what life is.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can only walk through it, live it at the pace that you can, that you want to for the most part. If you want to speed up the process of life, go for it. If you want to stay a child forever, yeah, that's not going to happen. Grow up.
Yeah.
But you have to go along with life and take it at a good pace. That pace will eventually lead you into the life that you want.
It all takes time and patience.
Two things that we don't have.
Yeah.
I lost my patience ages ago. And time? Yeah, we don't have that. That's non-existent.
That is just very far. Can't even like get close to it. Sad.
And actually, that's the end of this podcast because we both have things to do, actually.
Yeah.
I do want to apologize for not being consistent with the videos. Like, yes, 37 subscribers, that's not that big of a channel. But we are trying to grow here. We are actually going to start a gaming portion of OCDA coming up soon, where Color played a few League of Legends matches and recorded them. We will be releasing a montage in the near future, probably next week on Wednesday, if anything. And then we are also trying to partner up with a friend who does pure gaming content, which is starting out. He does have a Twitch, which he is trying to turn into a YouTube as well. That way he can coincide with us, and we're trying to partner up at the moment. Hopefully it all goes through and he doesn't think I'm trying to sell his soul to the devil or anything. He's very scared. He's very paranoid on that. But yeah, stay tuned for more life-related videos, more gaming. We're actually going to be creating a song very soon.
Oh. Yeah.
More teasers on that later. But at the moment, if you did enjoy this podcast, if you thought it was a meaningless podcast where we just talked about life because we haven't done so in a while, give it a thumbs up. Go subscribe for the next one.
Yeah.
And comment what your thoughts on life is.
And definitely go check out my Twitch down below. Shameless plug right there. Because I'm going to be live streaming League of Legends if you're interested.
And then my Twitch stream will also be down there, where hopefully once we get enough viewership, we will start doing live podcasts.
Oh yeah, live. That's going to be interesting.
It will actually. Without further ado, I am Dark8A from OCDA.
And this is Color, also from OCDA.
And we will be seeing you next time.
See ya.
Laters.
Later.